Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python from Scratch series. So now we are moving ahead to the intermediate level of Python, and today we will be working with files. So how to deal with files in Python and what all operation that we can perform with the files. So let's move ahead to the Google Colab, and now I will take you through all the operations that we can perform with the file. Now first we will see the syntax that we use. So the syntax is a method that we use majorly to work with files, that is open, that is available to us. And first thing it takes is the file name, whatever file, the operation on which file you want to perform, and the second one is mode. Okay, so for example, I have one file story.txt and I want to read it. So this is the syntax. If I want to write something to it, then I'll use W, and then we have other modes as well. Okay, so if you compile this, it will just compile. Sorry, I think, yeah, we use it with the string. Yeah, so it compiled successfully. Okay, so we can use read, write, append, binary, and if you want to use read and write together, we can use R plus, R plus for that. Okay, now let's just read something from a file. So we created this file which has this, which is basically contains this story.txt. Okay, now we have a method inside file now called read. Okay, we have created a file object. Now inside file, we have a method called read, which will be reading all the content, and we are storing that content, we are printing that content, and then what we are doing, we are just closing that file simply. Okay, so what we have done, how many operation we have done here? We have just read it, stored in a content, and then we have performed close. So two operation we have performed, read and then close. Once it is read, we have to close file. So now print it. So inside this file, I have this AI is the future. Python makes AI easy. Okay, this is the content that I have inside that file. Okay, now let's see how we can write to a file. Okay, so we are creating a new file here. So we are using the same open method. Now the name of the new file where we are writing, and we'll use the mode as W, and then we are storing that file inside a variable. Then I am writing the content inside that file. Now we have a method called write, and the content that you want to add. I want to add more content, then I can write a call write method again and again, and it will write each line for you in the file. Okay, basically it will just write you the content inside the file. If you want to add it to a new line, you can use /n. Okay, so once you are done, you have to close the file. So basically you will be closing this this connection every time you perform the operation. So let's execute this thing. Okay, so now my file, new file.txt is created. So right now I'm in Google Colab, so it is created somewhere. Let me show you how you can now read it. Because you, for read, you will use the same way, file dot open, and then your new file name, and then you will use R. Okay, and then you will use file dot read. Okay, sorry, and we will store it inside the content, and then you can print that content. So it will print whatever you have write to that file. So this is the first file. Python is amazing that you have just you added here. There will be a possibility that you may forget to close this this file object, and then it can create some problem for you. Basically it can create memory leaks, it can basically hang files, and many other performance related issue. So for that, what Python provides us, it provides us with statement. So this is the way in which you do not need to close the file manually. Every time you do some operation with the file, it will automatically close it. So we use with, and then we perform our read, write, any operation that we want to perform. Okay. And once this block is complete, Python now automatically close your file. If there is any error also inside this statement, then automatically that file will also close. So that will close. If the function terminates successfully or not, it will close that file. So this is a better way to use, but the operation will work as it is. So like we were using the open new file here, read, and then we were reading the content. Similarly, let me copy paste it exactly. Yeah. So the content is exactly same. I'm just using with, and if I execute it, okay, yeah, yeah, this is my first file. Python is amazing. It's still printing the same thing, but now you do not need to worry about closing the file. Now, if you want to get the lines out of the file, like one by one, and you want to do some operation, so you can iterate over the lines. So how you can do that? You can use the syntax, same new file, and you are reading from it, and now you are using a for loop and you are using line from this file. One by one you are iterating over the lines. What it will print? It will print all your lines one by one. You can perform some operation here, but for now I'm just printing it. So let me execute it. So it is printing the first line, then it has a line break, and then it is printing the second line. If you want, you can remove the empty lines. You can use line dot strip, and then it will print just the lines. So you can use this for loop to get the lines out of a file one by one. Okay, so when you are handling the files, so you need to make sure you are providing the correct path. Either you are providing the absolute path or you're providing the relative path. So right now the path example that I'm showing you, it is the absolute path. Like in my current machine, exactly where this file is located, this path is added. But majorly what we use is we use the relative path. Like in previous example, we have used like new file dot txt. It is the relative path. Relative path is where this script or this Python file is executing. This file locate in the same location. If it is locate one folder out somewhere, so you can write like this, sub folder slash and then your file. So you need to make sure this path is correct, then only you will be able to do the operation on your file. So that is all about this video. Now I'll see you in the next video. We'll be discussing about the modules and libraries in Python.